All right, guys, we are back and we are over at Middleton Residence. And today, framers have been rolling. We've got our subfloor down. And I want to talk about what we're building here. Where we are building a 4-bedroom, 4.5 bath, 3,500 square foot single family home right here in Greenville County. We just kind of completed a rough end of another build. We learned a lot over there, and we elevated the heck out of that Ware property, but we decided to go even further on this one. So
Yeah,
yeah,
you did. No,
Well, hey.
no, it was actually good. It was good.
Yeah.
Because we actually on that other property, we were the subfloor itself. There's a great product called Aventech out there, which is a subfloor that's tongue and groove, and they use a special adhesive glue to go down, and when they nail it, it makes it where the floors won't do that thing that we all hate later in life, squeak.
Yes.
But the thing is, what people don't realize about construction sites, sometimes these things are left open for weeks, months, sometimes a lot longer than what you would like. And this floor, the only drawback was to the original product, if it got too wet for too long, it would swell up.
Yes.
And then you have to replace the product, which wasn't good. So now what we did was they initially delivered that same type of subfloor, which we did utilize at the other property.
We did.
But it was no
Nothing
major
wrong
work.
with that.
Nothing wrong with that. It worked out great. But then I want to say you were doing one of your researches at night.
Up at 2 a.m.
At
and
2
just like,
a.m. and
hey.
you saw the newest product that Aventech came out, which was this yellowy mustard quality one.
Yes.
But the beauty of this one is this, seriously, is that product you could have out for water exposure for like 180 days. This one, the beauty is the water actually beads up and just repels water completely. And this product you could have weathered for 500 days, for over a year and a half almost, which is crazy.
And again, the beautiful part about that is the main point, correct me if I'm wrong, the reason why for squeak is obviously, people will use nails, they don't glue it down, things like that, but also during construction, they won't actually, all the water comes in and things like that, and that creates the point of the squeaks, right?
Yeah.
So
And they don't use the right product too. Because see, what people do too, and we did early on, again, nothing wrong with using liquid nail.
Yeah.
The liquid nail is a great product. We did a lot of our flips. We did use liquid nail. But there's a product called, it's the same product. It's by them. It's a foam product that they spray with a gun. And this stuff, when I say it bonds,
it adheres.
it adheres the floor so that you will not have squeaks even with you nailing it down.
Yes.
So that's a phenomenal
Aventech
aspect.
X Factor is what we're going with,
Yep.
and that's one part.
Yep.
The other thing we're doing is we're encapsulating our crawl space,
Yep.
which means we will have no vents on the exterior of the house, and
Yep.
at the end of the project, we'll be installing a dehumidifier. We'll be putting down 20 mil poly, and again, the crawl space will be so clean, you might even want to live under there too. So that'll be great.
Right.
We've got our Advantage Check X Factor going in, and then from there, we're going to be using the zip system, right?
Yep.
And we're going to be using that for our
Side of the
sheeting,
walls. Yep.
and then also our roof, right?
Yep. One of the advantages years ago, like meaning when I was born, we'll leave it at that, is when houses were
DC
built,
time.
they breathe. They actually got fresh air in them. So they help you not have as much sickness. So only drawback with a house that's closed in is you got to make sure you have air exchange.
Yes.
So then we also go a step further with our HVAC system. We make sure those have an air exchange system where the
Fresh
house
air
is
system.
constantly getting
Yeah.
fresh air
Yeah.
in and out. So now the house is getting fresh air. It's staying real
But not
clean.
just fresh air. The beautiful part, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, is that it's bringing in the air and cleaning out all the humidity and all that nonsense.
Yeah, it's doing
and
all that.
It's releasing through the actual HVAC system
Yeah,
itself.
through the actual,
right?
it's built through the HVAC system. It's really good, really.
Yeah.
And the thing is too, kind of going back on another point, backing up a little bit, same with our subfloor system, or actually crawl space system. Instead of using the venting system, here in the South, one of the things that we love and hate, if you own a home, is under your house, it starts getting a lot of humidity, which turns into moisture that eventually causes potentially mold, floor rot, all types of things, fungi, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And that's just a standard here. But what they've done in the past, and what we've all done in the past, is use a moisture barrier to kind of prevent that, but it doesn't prevent it completely. You're still going to have that over at some point. Whereas when you do this nice, wonderful encapsulated system, you have none of that.
And the thing is, it's like so many builders, they love to build to code. I mean, we were talking about that earlier about our railing and how we did 42 versus 36.
Yeah.
Well, code, and it's like, we don't care about code. We want to build beyond code. We want to build in a way. The beautiful thing is we're not builders, right? We're investors this is our strategy today.
Yep.
But it's like anything we do, we want to do it right. We want to go above and beyond. And the reality is, doing these things that elevates our, we're just talking about framing. We haven't even got to mechanicals and things like that. But doing these things, it allows us to, one, create a product that's solid. And these are things that people will never see. But 20, 30, 40, 50 years from now, when a buyer or the renter or tenant, whoever is in the property, won't have problems. And it's like, that's what we strive for. We strive for that perfection aspect, and we keep perfection over profit.
Yep.
And I think that's really what has been our
And that's so good. You just
separator.
said the key
Yeah.
word perfection over profit. There's so many little phrases out there in slang terms people use, but it's true. And people want to go like, well, why would you do that? You don't make as much money.
Yeah.
That's true. But if you build a product that is far superior to everyone else on the market, and especially this market little sensitivity we have right now,
Yeah.
even when times are challenging, those things win out. They come back to you. So it's being a great steward of what we're doing. Even to the point of what you just pointed out there, like you mentioned, we're not builders. The typical builder, and I'm not knocking any of them,
Sure.
they take everything for what it is. In other words, if they get a call from a supplier, oh, that's going to be, instead of us delivering that down tomorrow, we got to deliver it 3 weeks from now. And they just accept it.
I'm so glad you brought that up.
They just accept
I'm
it.
glad you brought that up because when we did the Ware project, we went with a big supplier locally. We won't say their names, but we probably spent what over 180 grand just in materials.
Just in the material
frame
package.
materials.
Yeah, that was it.
And just the amount of times that we had to, the order didn't come through right, or hey, we need additional materials. Oh, we'll get to you in about a week from now, and just essentially disrespectful to their clients. And most people would just say, oh, that's just how they are. That's just how they are.
Yeah.
Well, the way we move is saying, hey, look, well, we have more projects coming, and we're not just going to keep taking that. We're going to go find who can make it happen. Because the reality is, the greatness exists, right? The A players exist, and the thing about these players is you just have to go find them, and people want to be a part of greatness, and as long as we can go find it and connect the dots, that's what we're doing. So I'm super happy that we changed suppliers. We went with a supplier locally called Yolders, and these guys have been awesome. I mean, we first contacted them probably a month ago, right?
We contacted them a month ago.
Russ?
Let's just say the previous company, when you typically build a house, obviously we get our nice architectural plan. That's another whole thing we can talk about at another point. We get our beautiful architectural plan. You send them over to the supplier, and they do what's called a takeoff package. From everything from the lumber to the windows to about, everything along the way. And this other previous company, for this property in itself, it took them a month and a half, almost 2 months, to get back a package for us.
Yep.
We were like, enough. We sent it to these guys at Yolders. Correct me if I'm wrong, you sent it on a Friday. Monday we had the package.
Monday morning we had the entire package. And it's just like,
yeah.
So if you want better, just go get better. You don't have to settle. You do not have to settle. And perfection takes time, and things like that take time. But as long as you just keep striving, do the right thing, it'll come. Yeah.
And again, it goes back to the other aspect. It must be not. Well, the point I was going to make is, with us not being builders, we're self-managing. So we self-manage the product, right? Our property. And so with that, we can control those various aspects. Like same with this. We were talking about the lumber delivery package earlier. So they correct me if I'm wrong. Today's Friday.
It is.
They delivered the first lumber here, which was the subfloor system, on Tuesday.
Yes.
The guys started putting it together on Wednesday, 2 days ago. They finished it yesterday.
The whole floor system.
Then yesterday, the company delivered the whole first floor wood package, which was phenomenal. Then, instead of waiting a week or two from now to deliver the second floor flooring system, they delivered that today. So now these guys who love to work, even though it's a Christmas week, they're going to work today and tomorrow, take a day off for Sunday and Christmas, and then on Tuesday they're back here working. So they'll be done with this, and then we'll probably be able to go ahead and call Yolders, which is great, in the next week and say, hey, deliver the second floor.
Second floor and floor
and it's still in the
roof trusses.
Roof trusses.
So it's just again, I know we're kind of bouncing around, but it's just amazing that again, the good people exist, and go find it, and find the right people to execute the vision, because not a lot of people are doing this around here, and they're just like, oh, the standard. Enough with the standard. No more. Standard, that's not our vocabulary. We strive for perfection.
That's right. When you look at subcontractors, you notice how we used to have subcontractors that they'd be good. But it would be good for only a couple of projects, and then they would fall off. And we were like, ugh, and then you got to start over, you got to find new contractors. What we found now too is this: we found some great subs, and the thing is, we've gotten great referrals from the subs. Great subs, no other great subs.
That's right.
Always great people, always. Whereas the ones that aren't so great. So anyway, all right, I'm excited. We're good. So let's get ready to roll on.
So they marked the walls. I just kind of want to walk around. They've marked the walls. This is our front door entry pathway. Look how wide. I like this.
Yeah, we're about 5. I think we're 5'4".
5'4".
I think we're 5 feet 4 inches.
Over here, we got our office going in that little corner. The staircase will be going up here. Then we'll have the great room, dining room area, right? Is that my understanding?
Wine, if I'm not mistaken, right about here is going to be the wine cellar
display area.
Yep.
Kitchen.
Kitchen over here.
Back first floor primary.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. Great room here.
Yep.
And then of course, oh, that's the other thing too. We got to make sure we look at the aspect of those sliding doors. How we're gonna, not sliding, but we look at those folding doors
Those
here.
bifold doors, yeah.
We
We
really-
need to get back with Russ on
Yeah,
that.
we really got to talk about that because here we really got to have that outdoor indoor living situation. Now those other two sets we can stay where we are,
Yeah.
but this one we got to figure out.
The whole
I mean,
bathroom.
whole bathroom. Excuse me.
Whoa, that's right.
Yep.
So yeah, they
I'll
put
let
in
you
this,
walk over there. Have fun.
they put in this LVL, and the beautiful thing is, like, when traditionally speaking,
Mhm.
right, you do, for example, we'll probably go with an LVP product, right?
Yep.
And so the LVP product is what, not even a 1/4 inch thick?
No.
Yeah.
Like 7 mil, 9 mil.
Yeah, and then your tiles, by the time you do mud and things like that, it's almost an inch, right?
Yep.
So what we
So
did
you
is,
have that difference, which looks horrible.
Yeah.
Or people stub their toe.
yeah. So we're big on just dropping those tile areas. So we
Mhm.
drop the whole bathroom,
Yep.
and everything will be a flush entry, seamless entry.
Right.
And again,
And
just done the right
dropping
way.
that bathroom is not inexpensive.
No.
These are things behind the walls that people don't never know about. So, example, looking at it here, we've got these LVLs. Think about it. These two alone are probably $700
Yep.
just for that.
Easy.
And when you really get all the other stuff in here, so we're going to drop the floor when you first walk in about 1.5 inches, and the guy will build up from there. And then the actual shower itself is going to drop 4.5 inches. So we'll have a curbless shower when people walk into the shower. So just to get this whole little process done with all the LVLs and the special drop-in, that's another $3,000 or $4,000 in materials and the process that we have to use in that. Which again, I say that from a perspective of just we love investing in the right things to make a great product so the end customer gets a great product. So